Okay, you said everybody.
I'm just rant picking. Hey, fresh style. All right. Oh, they running it up. That's fast. Hey. Hey, y'all. You ready, B?
Always ready.
All right. Welcome, y'all, to Dating with Dom. This is Dom London. And, of course, y'all already know who this guy is. Brandon Savage.
BS Nightlife. What's up,
BS
beautiful
Nightlife. BS Nightlife. And we are drinking tonight.
people? BS Nightlife bomb.
Ooh, it's
So dope.
It's so dope. So dope. B have everything. B, you gonna tell them what else you got? We already in BS Nightlife's t-shirt shop and
Yeah, we in BS Brand Tees, the BS Brand Tees store. I have a Savage Hair Studio, barber shop and salon opening up on the first right next door. I have BS Brand Digital TV. I have a streaming service that's popping right now.
tell him,
Yeah.
line it up. All right. And I want y'all to know I got the shirt on. This is also a BS Nightlife brand tee. All right.
What else, Scott?
All right, what's up, Kool-Aid? What's up? All right, Key. Oh, you on the DJ when you at the taco stand came in for me,
Whoa, what
friend.
up,
What's
fam?
up? All right, let's get into it. Today we talk about social media.
Okay.
Social media in relationships. We're going to go through it. All right, first I want to say there's 3 type of relationships you can have on social media. You can be dating, you can be married, or you can be co-parenting. Those are the only types that'll cause some issues, right?
Right.
And then there's the people that post their man and their woman every other day. They let you know this is me, this is babe. And then there's the people that they just pop up and be like, I'm getting married next week. You didn't even know they was in a full-fledged relationship. Like you was like, how long y'all been together, son? But I asked the people, and I'm gonna get back to that later, but I wanna know, do you post? Do you believe in posting babe or not?
Nah, I don't.
Not at all?
And so I think this is how I feel. I think when it comes to meeting somebody and getting into the relationship process, I think you should be discreet for as long as you could possibly can. That way you could take that time for y'all to really get to know each other and see what you got. I think a lot of times people rush out there and put their business out there, and it allows too many people to critique it. You know what I'm saying? Too many people to voice their opinion. Like, no, girl, don't mess with him. He do X, Y, Z. Or, nah, bro, don't fuck with Dom. She do X, Y, Z.
Don't do
But
Dom.
but if you take the time to learn each other and grow, now some of those things don't matter because you judging the relationship based on what y'all show each other. So I think you should be as discreet as possible for as long as possible. And I think it comes a time where everybody gonna have those moments where you may post a person you dating, but yeah, I'm more of a discreet
Discreet.
person. Yeah,
Discreet.
discreet.
Okay. I'ma just ask. I have an issue with. I don't have an issue with being discreet. I'm gonna just tell that too. I do think that sometimes you need that space away from social media. But is there a difference between not sharing and is there a difference between not sharing your personal life with somebody with the public and hiding your personal life from the public?
No, it's not about hiding it. You got to think, man. People already not really signing up to see people happy. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really. People don't like happiness like that.
They be
So-
playing happy, they be liking
Yeah,
one
like-
out of post, one of
Right.
the posts.
So most people naturally want to see your situation fail. So I figure, why not grow it? Because this the reality. When you meet somebody and you just getting to know them, if one of your friends call you and say, "Girl, I don't know about B. Girl, I heard X, Y, Z." Even if you give me a shot, your antenna's gonna go up. It's just natural because you don't know me.
Yeah.
You ain't got nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
But if you take the time to
gotta
just
live.
focus on me, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying in the beginning, I'm saying with me. You don't have nothing to lose with me. If you decide to say, you know what, man, my friend was right. I don't know about this one. I'm going to walk away. It ain't going to really bother you as much because you ain't really took no time out to get to know me. You know what I'm saying? But let's say we spend significant time. We putting time in, a couple months pass by. It's a little different when somebody walk up and say, "Yeah, girl, I heard X, Y, Z about him." Now you can come back and say, "Well, I ain't gonna lie, girl, I don't know what he did with them, but I know how he treat me, right? Or what he do with me." And it's a little different.
You think it's a little different?
I think so.
I feel like sometimes you have to fight your whole life. When you expose, it's like you got to fight your whole life to be on social media with certain people. But it's like, and I asked this question, I picked this topic with B because he is BS nightlife. With the drink, with the t-shirts, with the events, with the barber and beauty salon, with the TV. I mean, you have so many businesses that operate and you are a mogul. And you are around a lot of people and you entertain a lot of people and you market a lot of people, a lot of things online.
Right.
So I was wondering, like, does this ever cause a problem?
Yeah, it makes dating hard. I mean, probably at this point, at least 80% of the reason why I think I'm single now is because it's like the gift and the curse. You know what I'm saying? I mean, with social media, people take stuff for face value. So naturally, I'm selling a product in most cases. You know what I'm saying? So my personality on social media is a lot different from who I am in my personal life. You know what I'm saying? But most people still gonna take what they see in social media. So naturally, it's one of those things where like I'm gonna make a decision on. For me, financially, I know what this do for me, so I ain't really tripping.
So they gotta accept it.
Yeah, you gotta accept. You know what I'm saying? What come with it?
Well, you know. Well, you know. He's a hoe. That's what DJ Keith Scott said. Oh,
that's cool.
Oh, Keith said you a hoe.
Man, I'm telling you, that ain't the truth, girl.
Wait, legit say it's only hiding if he or she is keeping you in the house, not taking you out. Posting your partner on social media means absolutely nothing.
Facts.
Semi-facts. Let me tell you why I think it's semi-facts. Because I have had private relationships, right? I'm not so much as dating with Dime, you know. I gotta be a little bit more open. But I'm just saying there's a time where, okay, us being discreet ends up with, if I taking a picture, it's like you gotta get cropped out. Okay, we out in public, you go ahead first. It's like because we don't even want such and such to see us together and put it together and send it to 3 people. It becomes a task. When it becomes a task of hiding something, it's like, at first it's sexy. It's like, yeah, we ain't supposed to do this. Then it becomes, fuck this. Like, come on, I'm not going to edit you out of my salad. If I want to take a picture of the salad, you can't be in the salad.
Right. I mean, you can do your thing. I mean, if you feel like that, I mean, if you really want to post your salad on your story, be my guest.
Why you made it sound petty?
I'm just saying because you could avoid putting who you with. When y'all catch that elbow, that arm, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times y'all doing that purposely. Y'all don't give a fuck about that salad like that. You know what I'm saying?
Some people like to see the salad in the arm. And I just want you to know, JT just threw me out there talking about you don't never post nobody you take. I do. Go down my page. They got somebody there. Okay? I'll be trying to delete and archive as best as possible. Okay? Y'all men are worse than women do, I think.
Well, what you mean?
Why you hiding me? When y'all are all for hiding or, okay, not sharing until you get until somebody come in your woman comments. and you're like, you need to check him. You need to tell him about. It's like, what I'm gonna tell him? I got an imaginary man.
All
What
dudes
I'm
don't
supposed
feel like that. So let me ask you a question. So why women feel like we shouldn't claim you as our woman unless we're showing you off?
I feel like you can. Yeah, I'm not all the way with it now. I believe that there's a time and place, and sometimes social media puts on so much stress on a relationship that sometimes you do need a break. I agree, but if you wanted me to show off the little teddy you bought, you want me to show off when we at the concert. You want me as an arm. You liked what I looked like when I was at your mama's house. Oh, she looked like such a lady.
Right.
I'm just saying, why you don't like what I look like when the other women is out there looking at you? Why I can't look nice next to you?
So you feel like all guys feel that way?
No.
You feel like that's a thing for all men?
No, because I have met some men that are like, baby, you go post me. I'm like, it was like a deal breaker for them.
I mean, sometimes you have guys that may, for safety reasons, not put, you know what I'm saying, want to put their woman out there or make her that vulnerable to the masses. I'm going to tell you not, like, when certain dudes post you, you got to think the wolves coming. The wolf, and sometimes the wolves coming, it's not even about you. They just want to be able to say, if I could get that dude girl. So some dudes avoid posting their girl because of that negativity that's going to come with it. Because it's coming. A lot of dudes get a kick out of being able to say, man, I smashed Key Scott girl, or, I smashed BS Nightlife girl. I mean, people get a kick out of that.
People get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
I can imagine. I mean, women get a kick out of that. Yeah. It's like she posts him all the time, but he in my DMs, and that's what another thing we about to go into. That's one thing. Let's talk about posting. Let's talk about the comments and the messages. Now, I want y'all to know, I first came into contact with you through a DM.
Right.
I DM'd him. Let me tell you why. He had what you used to do back in the day, what it was called.
Random Thoughts from a Fat Guy?
Random Thoughts from a Fat Guy. And I am such a personality person. He was dope. He was so funny. I was like, you funny as fuck. Like, that was our first message. I don't know how many years ago it was.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It was some years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's so funny. But that could go so wrong. If you was in a relationship, do you respond back? If you had a girl, are you okay with her responding back?
I'm going to tell you, man, like, stuff like that don't bother me personally, right? Like, I feel like you can feel when the energy turn left. I feel like out of respect, unless a person just coming direct at you, you responding to the conversation or the messages get uncomfortable. And then you address it. Because sometimes a person may not be coming at you sideways, you know what I'm saying? So I know it could be that way. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I had this story. One time, this girl I used to talk to, I hadn't talked to her in it had been a couple years. Just randomly, I just thought about it and just wondered how she was doing, right?
Was you thinking about her? Was you thinking about that?
Nah, the crazy part, we hadn't even been intimate.
Oh, so you was really thinking about her?
It was just somebody I was just wondering how she was doing.
Okay.
This is a true story. It was on Facebook. I couldn't find her on Instagram, so I went on Facebook.
You were searching.
Yeah, and I knew her, but I just couldn't find her. So I just wanted to check and see how she was doing. I knew she had moved to Dallas, right?
Okay.
I DM'd the girl and I was like, hey, man, look, I hope all is well, da-da-da-da. I haven't heard from you in a while. That's literally all I put. Crazy story. The girl ended up being pregnant. The boyfriend saw it, beat the girl, like the shit was bad off that, just seeing that.
Like, so she called you and was like, I got beat up.
She ended up calling me, like, crying, boo-hooing. And, man, I felt like shit, because even though I didn't mean no harm, but that dude took that shit and went left. I mean, this girl might have been, like, about 6 months pregnant at the time. Like, they literally split up the girl and got, like, married to somebody else now and everything now. But it was just crazy to see that type of shit happen off of just a DM. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say sometimes people can take shit and they wouldn't even know harm behind it. And that shit was crazy.
People said that.
Because of that, I don't do that no more, but, yeah. That shit fucked me up. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, all right. Legit said, she said, Dom, you know how many hoes would be at your old man if you posted them? I already know. I know that my current situation would never go up. Like, until I got married. And y'all gonna see Married with Dom. Like, real stuff. Just because people feel some kind of way. Like, and they're like, I took wasn't dating with Dime. Like, how she dating? And I took her in. Like, and they would come at you with everything, every trick in the book. Like, I'm still working on my splits, but they probably got them already. I can't get it. Yeah, so I'm just saying. My craziest thing was I had somebody come in and actually, like, all he did was like 10 pictures. Apparently it was like my boyfriend at the time's like friend that I never met. Y'all had those friends that we don't even.
Right.
Oh, this ended up being like then the dude lied and he was like, I've been knowing her. Like, I guess he called him and questioned him, and I'm like, he lying. And he was like, why would he lie about knowing you? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's trying to get back at you for an old basketball game. Like, men and women play games with each other online. Like, you just be like, I don't know what he did that for. I've never met this man in my life. I probably saw him at a ball like 12 years ago. And I'm getting it became a constant. Like, about a man I don't even know. That's when it's like, really? I should have never even let nobody know I knew you. Because your friend come in my thing and like my pictures and now we argue.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I think when dudes be going that hard, like, the city too small, man. Like, you just naturally gonna bump heads with people that y'all kind of have common friends, people in common that y'all know. There's no way, like, if you dig deep enough, you gonna talk to somebody, y'all gonna know some of the same people.
In New Orleans, yeah. I'm sorry. If y'all from out of New Orleans, thank y'all. Like, y'all bless y'all, y'all get it. Because down here, there's only 3 people. Like, if you ask 3 people, somebody gonna know somebody in that third person. Like, you can't get away from it. Wait, Chelsea said, people should be able to talk about things and deal with deal breakers before they get into relationships. If we're together, why are we arguing about social media expectations?
Facts.
How long are you supposed to be together before it becomes odd that somebody has not? Dad, we all know this couple.
I don't think that's odd, though. I think sometimes.
How long are they together? They together for 10 years. Why he don't post stuff?
But why should he have to? If it works for them, my thing is this: if their household can handle the unwanted pressures or whatever, he shouldn't have to ever text her. I mean, post her. Like, what difference do it make? If those people happy, I don't think you should ever have to post your significant other if that works in your household. Because it ain't about hiding. What difference it make? Because I know dudes that post their girl every day and they cheat every day.
Real.
So, I mean,
real.
Like posting don't mean shit.
And that's the most embarrassing thing.
Like, all the
which
dudes
one
who
is
cheat
first?
post their girl.
True. That is true. But wait, which relationship you think is stronger? There is the relationship.
The one that's more discreet.
You serious? You don't think that the one that's like tried and true and tested? I don't think no relationship is stronger than T.I. and Timeless. She has been publicly embarrassed, but nobody ever
they
goes.
Financially in a different situation, that should play a part. Sometimes you're making a business decision.
She is tiny from Escape.
I'm not talking about her not having money. What I'm saying is when you like money, think about it. Every time something happened with them cheating, they got a new show or a new season or a new product.
You think
they
it's
don't
a
put
business
everybody
decision?
on. You making a business decision. That's just what it is. Certain people's situation different. But you ask that same shit to people who ain't really got shit to lose, ain't got nothing to gain, they not really staying around for that. Very seldom you see people stay around for that. There's a difference.
I feel like people used to stay, but social media pressures you to where you can't stay. I see those posts all the time. It's like me and my man hugged up, laying in bed, wondering when we go tell everybody that we back together because you didn't drag for him, she didn't drag for you. Y'all cussing at each other. You told your mama how dirty she keep the house. Everything is low. Everything is messed up. You didn't drag for these people online, and now you back together, and it's just like now that's pressure.
Right.
That's pressure. You got to think about how many times your papa cheated on my mom, but there was no Instagram for her to vent to.
Right.
And there was no and so nobody cared. They just moved on.
Right.
Social media creates a whole nother pressure of I might really love this person, but I am embarrassed.
Yeah, I think sometimes, man, you just gotta put it out there. And I'm gonna tell you before you miss this, C.L. Baptiste. That's something I say all the time.
People start having sex, and next then they're attached. Oh, they don't even know who they're fucking.
I say that shit all the time. Like, I really feel like this. Like, a lot of times, like, people look for an excuse to justify why they fucking or why they having sex. Like, people just jump in a relationship to try to,
It's the soul ties.
ain't no fucking soul ties. We met like 40 years ago.
and we tired.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is a lot of times people should take that energy and just grow from that. That don't mean like keep growing, keep going.
What is growing?
What I'm saying is, I mean, it's a time. I think a lot of times, man,
That
people.
sounds like some player shit.
That ain't no player shit.
We growing together, B.
Man,
we not together.
It's a process. You can't help. You can't
Why
help.
you sound like an old pimp? It's a process.
Listen, you can't help that you met someone and y'all have common interests to where it led y'all to think about this. If you just so happen to where two people that are sexually attracted to each other, right? You already have an appetite like that. Mm-hmm. It's more natural y'all gonna be intimate. Y'all gonna have sex. You shouldn't wake up after the third time y'all have sex and then roll over and say, okay, so what we doing? We in a relationship or what? They're like, hold up, why we gotta be in a relationship to justify we having sex? I'm not saying we won't be in one, but let's figure out if we really like other things about each other. Right now, sex may be the only thing we actually have in common.
So you think that's it? Like, long as you getting to know each other and you don't announce it to everybody, it's fine. So you getting to know each other. But once you announce it and once you're having sex, you're in a full-fledged relationship. You know that, right?
That's the problem for a lot of people. Because for the guy, the dude may be enjoying that time with the woman, so he may buy into it. I doubt if he really mean it. He ain't really ready for that. But he don't really want to lose what he got in the moment. So, okay, cool. If that's what you want to do, fuck it. We go together. But then, as time passes, you may realize y'all don't even have nothing in common. Then you split up and the internet tear you apart because the internet like that. They go them lovebirds. They was posting each other all day and shit. They don't even know each other. So sometimes, like, don't allow the sex to... I'm going to tell you this, man. They got some people in your life that were just meant to be a good fuck. Not everybody was meant to be your boyfriend or your girlfriend.
Some people are basic fuck. And that's... I mean, I had a lot of that. Everybody think they're a good fuck, but we would still be together probably. Man, because you have soul ties and soul...
Listen, I'm telling you this, man. If women won't force the issue... when they get in a situation where they start being intimate with guys and really take the time to figure out what else those dudes have to offer. Think about this. If those situations are private, right? You could walk away as a woman without having all those scars or look at some people in the face and be like, damn, girl, I really caught another body or
the scars are
whatever.
Different now, though, B.
It's different when you put everybody in your mix.
You know what's different? When I could scroll and my friend could see that you like Tina, Brina, Sabrina, Keena, Tanya. You liking all the pictures. And she
what
called...
What pictures got to do with anything?
It's
you
social
still human.
media.
Let me tell you something. So let me ask you a question.
Media.
So
it's embarrassing.
So let me ask you a question. Because you don't like a particular guy's picture, right? But I know you attracted to him. If let's say you find Trey Songz to be an attractive guy.
He fine.
Whether you like his pictures or not, you still attracted to that nigga. So the pictures ain't got shit to do with it.
But attractive and acting on an attraction is different. And that's all I'm saying. That's the difference. If we go to a restaurant and the waitress look nice, and you caught a glimpse, there's nothing wrong with that. If we at the restaurant, you caught a glimpse, you tipped extra, you made sure to let her know you work in them shorts, Mo. You came back, I like that again, Mo. And it's like,
no,
it's like why you
it's a level of respect. It's certain things. There's a difference between liking pictures and somebody going out the way when you know you have somebody. That's totally different. Now, if you under the DM and you turned up, that's just out of pocket. It's just about respect. You shouldn't do that like that. But I'm gonna tell you this: don't put yourself in a situation where you gotta do.
You can unsend in the DM though, huh?
You can, but what I'm saying is, if you put pressure on your dude to like, oh, you better not do X, Y, Z, he not gonna do none of that shit around you. But whenever he not around you, some of that same energy he gonna give off every time. He gonna turn his shoulder. He gonna, all right, my baby, my girl not around. He gonna kind of give off that same energy, as opposed to y'all focus on making that shit about y'all. It shouldn't even matter about the outside shit. Cause I'm gonna tell you, it's never gonna be a woman I'm gonna be with that I'm gonna expect her to only be attracted to me. That's just not logical.
So do you have this issue with a woman? Do you do the Instagram model type girls or whatever? Like, is it okay for like somebody to be gawking at your woman on social media and commenting?
Yeah, let me tell you, man, women, if you're an attractive woman, there's nowhere in the world I should be the only guy attracted to you.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, other dudes supposed to be attracted to you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that don't bother me.
And her liking back the pictures, her putting the heart eye. Does the heart eyes bother you?
Hard eyes don't bother me.
To other people, it don't bother you.
Because it can mean other things. Like, hard eyes don't always mean I'm opening the door for something. Give you an example. When my homeboy posts his baby, right, and I put hard eyes under it, I know for a fact my homeboy.
Not the same thing.
No, listen to me though. But that's still the same thing. You can't pick and choose when you want something to have a different meaning to it.
You've been selling this shit to the women because
I'm
it ain't working.
I'm just telling you the truth. I see women all the time that they may have an outfit that they killed and they knock that bitch out the park, and I just think it's dope. I don't put hard eyes under the picture to just naturally say like, man, baby girl killed that shit, and it was just about the outfit.
And
it had nothing
that's
to do with me being
supposed to.
that's what I'm saying. It had nothing to do with me being attracted. It had nothing to do with me being attracted. I put that on everything. Now, naturally, this is the thing. When you're in a relationship, right, we all know that there's just natural rules that you try to separate out of respect for your relationship. Like, look, I know this shit ain't gonna go over well, so I ain't gonna fuck with that. I mean, that's just what it is. But
Common sense. All right, that's real stuff. All right, we got it. You want people to use common sense. We have already expressed it. We're gonna answer some of y'all questions. Come on, B, you pull out a comment. What you thinking?
Hold on, you see, pull out one of the comments.
Pull out one of the comments. Who you got? Legit says soul ties are real. Let's see. DJ Real say preach. Real. All right, DJ Real. All right, you say, Dom, I gotta listen to you. You speaking facts. Hold on. Jason said, when you're having sex or not in a committed relationship, you are hindering her from meeting someone who is right for her. Yes, Jason, yes. When you are now taking up her time and energy and her vagina.
But how you know you're not right for her? It's just a time and
people know from day one I'm not gonna be with that person. And that's why I feel like there's a difference between we're protecting a relationship and we're hiding a relationship. Some people hide a relationship because they have no plans on ever furthering it past sex and what it is. And they're like, I can't let people know this because I'm also okay, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I feel like a lot of people treat their relationships on social media like a Section 8 voucher. Real stuff. Okay, you're staying in line, you wait, you put your name on the list. That's when you send in likes and comments, you waiting in line, you wait your turn properly, and then they call you up, you got the voucher. All right, you in. And it's like, you go in there, you hang your curtains, you tell everybody, I got a new voucher, y'all, I'm ready. You hang your curtains, you're ready, you in there. Next thing you know, you fuck up the people's house. You got holes in the wall, you got people coming in the house, you're subleasing the people's, like, then the next thing you know, you telling people stuff like, oh, I'm this and that. You can't come over here because this is a temporary situation until I find a permanent solution. Cause you don't mean to be there, and now you like, and you don't want to show people where you are at because you don't plan on being there. And while you looking in another line, you already planning, saving your deposit for to go to another place.
So Dom, so what you saying that if a couple meet and they start having sex early in the relationship, right? Mm-hmm. And it doesn't automatically go into a relationship, that means, I'm gonna say the man. That mean a man doesn't really like or want the woman because he didn't automatically go into a relationship?
No, that means he peeped something early. Then he said,
she
is not the one. I might like her. There's a difference. Men and women do the same thing. I have done it many times. I have been in long-term relationships with people that I like them.
But okay.
I love them. But I am not in love with them, and I know they're not the one.
All right. So let me tell you this though. I don't care if I have sex with a woman on the first night or 6 months from now. Everything could be vibing. But let's say we get to know each other and I realize you're not the type of woman that I feel like could be a good role model for my daughter, right? Or could be a mom to my daughter. That's going to be an issue. I'm checking out.
That's real.
So sometimes it don't have to be, like, you still got to learn people. You got to put people in different situations. It just takes time.
What's the normal time limit, though, B? Like, is
I
it
don't
like
think
2 to 3 years?
No, let me tell you this, right? I've been on both sides of it. I've been in a situation where I met somebody, we hit it off, and we actually moved pretty fast into something. And it actually had something into it. It worked. We probably was together for 1.5 years, 2 years.
That's a good
So I'm not saying it can't work. What I'm saying is you can't just go into it and try to justify why you sleeping with somebody.
Real.
People do it to justify why they're sleeping with a person. That's
Women
the
do
difference.
it all the time and try to make them. I mean, you gotta make yourself
But
feel better.
you
in your
human,
head.
man. Listen, you human. I guarantee you would rather find out in the first and second week if he can't please you than 8 months later you realize he can't please you.
Okay.
You gonna check out anyway.
If numbers don't matter, does deleting matter? Does archiving matter? Because people judge. Okay, I was told by my own family, we don't want to see nobody else on social media. They told me, it was like, look, we get used to one person, and then you got somebody else. And it'd be years in between, but you know, I guess people really only remember the last person you posted, and they really think you're still in a relationship.
To Diva, you on to something.
What you got, Diva? What she there?
She said, me as a woman, sex is just sex. Let me see. Just that plus the, what she said?
Me as a woman, sex is just sex, and it's just that plus to a relationship. I need to know more about you to be in a relationship.
To have
I
sex
can't.
with.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
You
but
can have sex.
that's the same point. That's the same point I'm making.
But Flex said if she have sex on the first night, that means she have high interest. Maybe she just horny. Flex. Maybe. I don't think that's high interest. That this might be horny or high.
I'm telling y'all, you could have just had the perfect. Let me tell you, man. A lot of women they got exposed to the perfect date. They got some niggas who cold-blooded daters.
I didn't miss some
You
cold
feel me?
daters.
They
I ain't
got some
gonna lie.
niggas, they got some niggas who got some cold-blooded
They good.
daters. To where at the end of the night, the woman looking like shit. I don't even want this shit to be over with. That
Yes,
nigga already know in the back
I've
of his
been
head.
there.
It's showtime.
I've been.
So
I
that's-
feel bad for the women. I know a lot of women that said they haven't been on like dating, like they went straight into
They got some,
relationship.
yeah.
And I want y'all to go and meet. Now they're a little toxic. Now the good dater, you gotta realize he practiced. he been around. But let me tell you, a good date, he's just like what you said, B. You don't want it to end. You like, I
That's
don't know
how I
how
feel.
he got me feeling like this. I'm in love.
That's how it normally be. I'm telling you. Then, before you know it, you nailing it to the cross.
Legs on your shoulders. It's like, All right. What y'all got? Y'all got questions for me and B? What y'all got? We talking about social media and relationships. Is it a do? Is it a don't? Do you post them? I did a question earlier, and I said 80% of y'all said the happiest relationship is the one that you don't post. One more thing though. Marriage.
Okay.
Should married people post that they are married? Y'all don't wear y'all rings no more. Y'all, come on now.
I think it's based on what works in your household. If your house, all right. So
You
now,
married.
let me ask you a question, right? What is it to you to feel like a man's supposed to just go on his page and just flash and flaunt his woman 24/7 to
mad.
prove what?
You told God she came from your rib, and that was who you wanted to be with for life. Why you can't tell Shaniqua down the block that's who you want to be with for the rest of your life? Like, it's not that hard.
He could do it. If that's the case, why he just don't put on the hood of the car and ride through the neighborhood and let her wave to the fucking people in the neighborhood? What's the difference?
I find it offensive when people, like a lot of married people I meet, don't wear their rings, like men and women. And I'm just like, first, that's not gonna rock with me. Like, never.
Yeah, but you set the standard of what's acceptable in your particular relationship. I think a lot of people like the fact that people just not in their mix or know what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, most people who get married anyway ain't fucking happy.
No, they ain't.
It be business decisions. So half of the reason why they ain't posting that shit because they don't really care. You know what I'm saying? People be making business decisions, man. People don't really be. Every now and then you find a couple be like, damn, but they little situation.
I think legit
I
just want to
appreciate that
disagree with
shit.
me. Talk about it's not that important.
People don't be
Think
happy,
about-
man.
What's up, the diva? All right. Jess said, I'm married and I could care less. Thanks, Jess.
You flash everything else.
Thank you. The diva said, if you're with your man all day, every day, y'all live with each other. As you say, you guys married. Why do you need social media to reassure that? I don't need a social media to reassure anything. All I ask is that I know who to pop when some shit pop off. And
But you
I
can't
feel
plan
like
for that.
you
should
cannot
for that.
plan for that. But let me tell you something. You can't, y'all women, especially women. I'm gonna just go with the women. Because it don't happen that much on the men because the women are just better at this cheating game than y'all. But I'm just tell y'all the truth. It happens a lot with the men. If she don't know he's married, he don't have you on the social media. He don't wear a ring. He don't go home at normal hours. So nobody know y'all married. I don't know. You and God is the only ones that know y'all married. And if you, it's like at that point, he don't need to post you if that's not what y'all need. But somebody need to know he's married so he can stop acting single at the bar.
Let me tell you this. Though, Dom. With all the social media advantages, even though you don't post it, if every man that's married that's messing around, 98% of them women, the side woman, she know about the wife.
And that's all I ask. I want you to not be able to not. I know a lot of married people, and this girl, like a friend of mine, all right, associate of mine. She was dating a married guy. She was like, I didn't know he was married. I go on the Facebook. I'm a whole FBI detective on that. I was like, she right here, his wife, right here at the Thanksgiving dinner. So how you didn't know that, sis? You deserve to be popped. When it's time when that lady to run up on you, I can't help you. You mess with that lady husband, you got to take your liquor hell out of her because then you deserve what was coming. Like you knew. And then I'm like, so I feel bad for the people that really don't know.
But this the catch though. You don't even realize where all that come from. You know why the side chick benefiting from that husband? Because she flashing her husband, talking about how good of a man he is all day on Instagram. That woman seeing that shit on her timeline. That woman say, you know what? Sis look like she happy. I won't be happy like sis. Let me slide in this DM. Let me jam him up. But if sis would have never posted her husband and kept that at home, she wouldn't have put him on a platter of meat for all these women, for that man to buckle up under pressure like that.
So you saying we can't eat steak and lobster because the table next to us is go get home? That's what you saying. Don't put it out there on a platter. We can't eat right now, babe, because they gonna want what we got.
No, I'm being funny by saying that. I'm just being funny. But I'm gonna tell you this, like people, man, it's business decisions being made. People are so comfortable with being number two, so where like at the end of the day, like for men, most do.
Number two, they already with number three, number four.
I mean, people comfortable with that.
Yeah.
People comfortable with. So there's nothing you gonna really do, man. Like if your relationship gonna hold up and be solid, that's gonna be worked on from your household. It ain't gonna have shit to do with how you play your Instagram, how you move, who you posting. None of that shit matter. If you ain't got your household in check, that shit gonna crumble.
How many people you know got their household in check?
Very few.
Very few.
Very few. I know very few people that's like happily married. You know what I'm saying? I know a bunch of people that's married in like business relationships and their business side work.
Flex say don't bring women to Ruth Chris on your first date. First of all, that's one of my favorite restaurants. I think I didn't change the Chop House, but don't take her to Fridays and see what you get. Take her to Fridays. Go ahead. Come on, what y'all got? What you got, B? What they got? Come on, y'all can ask us some questions. Hey, y'all, welcome. We're talking about social media dating. Do I post? Do I not? What's a better relationship? The one that people don't know, or the one that people know, so that way you know that they stepping out of line?
Yeah, I mean, like I told you, man, I'm going to stand on the more discreet relationships have a better opportunity to work or be successful. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of agree with B. B is kind of like riding me over.
I'm telling you, man.
But I just feel like there becomes a time where you can't hide everything. Why are you in a 6-year relationship taking pictures by yourself on the beach? This is not that deep to post y'all picture on the beach. She took the picture. We know you're not in Jamaica by yourself. Like, and I used to be the queen of that. That's what they say. I used to be like, I'm going to buy all my pictures by myself. Like, but that's because they weren't that important.
Right. And again, man, I'm telling you, I'm not even against. I understand that people have moments that they feel like they want to share, they want to put out there. Is nothing wrong with it. But I think when you're doing it from a place to prove a point, where you like, oh, let me do this to let these hoes know, right? Or let me let these niggas know. Like, none of that shit really matter. Like, people don't really, they got people with a lot of time on their hands, and you better be ready to keep up with that energy, because they got some people who gonna test you and see if you really got shit right at the house.
I couldn't post like a birthday dinner one time for my daughter because I hadn't announced to people that I was in a relationship and the guy I was dating was in the picture. This one I knew it had got bad because I was like trying to figure out how to like do that Diddy crop and get him out of the photo because and we've been together like for a while and I just was like, I cannot post this because it looks like we're a happy family and we ain't there yet. Like,
Let me tell you what you gotta start doing, Dom.
what I gotta do?
You gotta start taking 2 sets of pictures. You gotta take the one with you and the dude on the date.
Okay.
Then the one, all you gotta do is tell him, say, look, you even give him the camera to make sure he's not in that bitch. Give him the camera
Okay.
and let him snap you up. That way you ain't gotta worry about the editing.
That's how you do
You
it.
could, because
You say, babe, you take a picture.
let me tell you why. Because
Fool me, B.
it look even more corny when you crop a person out of picture, but we know that was somebody in it. That's worse. You might as well put the motherfucker
You
in there.
don't like the smiley face over the body?
That should be corny because it don't matter. Because the people who be doing all that shit, that be the ones that be doing the most cheating.
Oh wait, Vanna Gable said, keep your relationships. Social media can be misleading.
Facts.
Ketua, do y'all think people should date while they're working on themselves?
Nope.
No.
I don't think
No.
so.
No. There's nothing worse than a broken person that is getting their stuff together. And we appreciate all of those people that recognize and understand that something is wrong and work on themselves. But this is different stages. And you shouldn't be working on yourself while trying to build something with somebody else. You're changing and evolving. Go do that by yourself.
Right. I definitely agree with that.
What's up, Nate? What's up, Nate? I'm my best friend Nate in here. All right. All right. What y'all got? All right, B. Y'all got to ask us some questions. Y'all can come press that request button. If we see y'all, we're going to let y'all join it. Ask us some questions. Y'all can join. Let's see what y'all got. Oh, y'all see my shirt?
Like I said, the picture we take together is for real. The diva, I feel you, baby girl.
Ooh, what's up, Ken? What's up? Y'all seeing B? Come on, B. They're saying B running it. They loving B. Oh, they're loving it.
I'm gonna keep it 100 every time.
It's
Where
that
we
Brandon
from?
Savage. All right, y'all want any questions for us, or y'all want to join? We gonna let y'all ask some questions real fast, or we gonna wrap it up. Come on, what y'all got?
We chopping it up. We
We
ain't
gonna
doing
chop
no
it
trouble.
up. We gonna chop
I'm
it up.
rolling.
Oh, B's ready. Oh, it's the it's the BS nightlife drink. Social media and relationships don't mix. Okay. What about people who say, who wasn't with me at my low, so you shouldn't be with me at my high?
I see what you're saying. Yeah, a lot of people feel that way. For me, I know I went through that situation, man. After my last relationship, I had fell off. I was hurting. I was on my ass financially, and I just felt like it wasn't fair for me to try to date without having my shit together. So I just personally feel like it's a big no-no because I just feel like I don't never want to give a woman a chance to ever look at me as anything other than a man, you know. And I knew financially, it's certain things I just couldn't do. I couldn't provide. I couldn't do certain things. So I don't believe you should date until you kind of get yourself together. It was at that point it was more financially for me than mentally.
So you're uncomfortable with dating when your finances are right?
Yeah, I'm not dating. If financially I ain't straight, I ain't dating.
A little bit off topic. I got a question for y'all. Well, for you, B. Do you believe, I saw this little thing that, the girl had this little bitty ring, and it was like, if a man proposed with this, and that's all he had, but he loved you, and y'all don't have much, should people get married that don't have 2 pennies to rub together?
I wouldn't say you shouldn't get married. What I will say, I think you shouldn't have a wedding. You shouldn't go through those structures. I think you should wait and maybe just prioritize. Like, to me, I'm a person who I would if we had that space to where we you know what, we want to be a joint union, I would do that and go to justice of the peace, right? And set myself up, because what's the purpose of saying, man, I just had a $20,000 wedding and I'm going back into an apartment or stay with my in-laws possibly, or we don't even have enough money to vacation. Most relationships already fail based on finances. So why start off in a hole? You know what I'm saying? And open up that can of worms. You know what I'm saying? I just think you got to position yourself a little different and just kind of understand. So the ring may have to get downsized. The wedding may not be an option, or you just kind of wait.
I'm going to bring that back to social media. This is a problem because we have seen parties and baby showers and events. Back in the days, you used to go in somebody's yard and that was nice. Baby showers hitting you about $4-5 grand. Weddings, 30 grand.
Right. People
30K.
sign up for that.
And social media is, if you didn't get an invite and you wasn't at the next party to see the pictures, you didn't know what such and such wedding looked like.
Right.
Now, social media has put this pressure of,
It do.
do you get married if you can't afford the big old shindig?
I mean, I wouldn't, if I felt like I was dating a woman and I knew financially we wasn't ready to do that, but she was pushing this big wedding, honestly, that would be a deal breaker for me. I would get out of a relationship with her for that.
Really?
Yeah. Like if I know you know financially we can't afford this money for a wedding, you still pushing that, I feel like your priorities fucked up. So you somebody who I don't want to be with anyway. So that's gonna be my sign to be like, you know what? I don't think me and baby girl.
Well, she might have never been married.
I don't give a fuck.
before.
What she never been married?
Ooh, you
not about to-
checked the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I ain't
Ooh.
playing that.
I was
Like-
like, this must have
like
been
if
an
you-
issue.
No, I'm just saying. This is my thing. You gotta learn how to do what you can with the finances you got. You know what I'm saying? And position yourself better as a couple. I would rather a couple say, before I go spend 50, 60 grand on, let's say, if that's all we got, on a nice wedding and honeymoon, let's go get a property. Let's go flip that, make that work, right? Or let's go get a little small business. Let's get a double.
Mentality.
Like I would want a woman to tell me like, "Babe, you know what? I ain't gonna lie, man. We could do so much other shit with this money. Let's pump the brakes. Let's chill. You know what I'm saying? Let's go sit down at the table and take that type of approach, because I'm telling you, the shit different when you come home from all that shit. You realize your old man his boss told him there ain't no more overtime, and y'all can't go nowhere. Y'all not doing shit in y'all newlyweds. You feel me? That shit that put real pressure, because now you got a nigga who riding up the block every day flirting with you, and he got long money. He playing these games. He offering you all this shit you ain't.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, I'm
The
telling you.
pressures of keeping up with the Joneses is becoming like it infects other parts of your life. Just say she had a wedding, she ain't even post no pictures. All right, Mom.
I'm telling you what it's hitting for. Like, man, people.
I want
man,
a house
people-
first.
Man,
That's
that's
what
fact. To me, I'm gonna be real with you. The weirdest shit in the world and it's just me. I don't blame anybody for it, but I couldn't imagine having a big old wedding like that and not going home to like a nice crib. Logically, that just don't
But
make
what
sense
about
to
the
me.
people that's faking it? They got a lot of faking friends. All right, I just named all of your businesses and business moguls, right? Everybody is a business owner on social media. Everybody is a baller. Everybody has a nice car. We don't know if it's a numbers job or not. We don't know that. And at the end of the day, when they can't provide this wedding, we like,
I appreciate
what's
that, boss.
wrong? What they got?
Nah. To me, it still goes back to the way people handle social media. Like social media, like most of the times, man, you know who faking, you know who don't
You can
really
tell
have.
that?
Yeah, you can tell that.
You can tell that?
Let me give you
never got-
some logic, right? This is just logic a person would use. In most cases, right? Let's say you walked in Burger King, and it's not the shit on nobody work at Burger King, right?
Gotcha.
But let's say you walked in Burger King, and the girl at Burger King who about to get off, she run the register. If she got a Louis bag, right? The old never full Louis bag, right?
All right.
I'm not saying that bag couldn't possibly be real, but what are the odds of that bag being real based on her lifestyle, right?
That's not a real bag.
Most of the times
Probably.
it's not. Same way with social media. You know, you looking at these people every day. You know how they move. You know how they live. So some shit is like, I mean, you can pretend, you can act like shit ain't tough, but we know the truth. I mean, we all go through it.
B, you ran it.
I'm just keeping it 100.
You ran it. He kept it 100. Let me
I
tell you
just be
something.
trying, man.
Since the Fat Boy Chronicles, he been running it. He been making me laugh, and he been a real dude. And I just want to say thank you.
Nah, I appreciate you for having me on, man.
Dating with Dom London, BS Nightlife, Brandon Savage. Go running through. We got BS Nightlife Bomb Drink. We got BS Nightlife Tees, BS Brand Tees. We got the salon coming.
Yeah.
We got everything.
Yeah.
And I just want to say
grinding.
he's a mogul. Social media has not affected him. He's always a genuine person. Y'all make sure y'all come follow him. Y'all come check out this store. What's the address, B?
1530 Lapelco, Suite 24.
Y'all,
Yeah.
and people that aren't following me, y'all better go click the follow button for Dom London _. And that's a
Now, I
wrap.
appreciate y'all, man. Look, hopefully Dom will have me on the show again
Definitely.
so we could chop it up.
Always.
Then a lot of times late at night, if y'all ever see me live and I post the hashtag Savage Hotel, just know we talking about everything under the sun, man. Good
He
night.
always talking. Good night.